Good morning, coronavirus shut-ins. And I really hope you're not sitting at home being shut in, even though we do have a stay-at-home order still. But I hope you're out doing some gardening, doing some walking. Last night I had a dream that I was chased by a giant cat. Does that count as exercise? Maybe. But hey, do we have a treat for you today? Today we're doing cream puff dessert. Oh, it's so good. You're really going to enjoy this. So, right now what I want you to get out are 1 stick of butter and a cup of water, and put it on the stove and let it boil till the butter melts. And then I want you to get out 1 cup of flour and 4 eggs. Once your butter is melted in the water, we'll get back to you. That should only take a few minutes. Okay, so your butter melted in the water and it came to a boil. Take the boiling mixture, put it in your bowl with the 1 cup of flour. It has to be very hot. So then you're going to mix it around. Okay, and it's going to come out sort of gooey. See, it's like sort of thick. And it feels warm because it was in the hot water. So now you have your greased cookie sheet, about this size. And you're going to pour this in here. It's a little, not real thick, but it's a little thick. You'll have to spread it around on your greased pan. Make sure you put some Crisco on your cookie sheet. Okay, so now you're just going to spread this around. And don't forget, when you melt your butter in water and you add it to your flour, it has to be boiling. It has to be boiling hot water, or else it's not going to work. Because this is my second one. I already did it once. And I had to do it again because I let the water and the butter cool. Big mistake. Don't do that. Okay, so you'll just spread it around as evenly as you can. Now, just a little hint, when it's baking, you're going to have, it's going to look like the moon, and you're going to have some mounds coming up all over it. So what you want to do is you want to take a spoon or a fork and just push those mounds back down. And it's going to be rather ugly. It's not going to matter because it's going to be covered. This is just your crust. It's going to be covered with pudding and whipped topping and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so now here we go. It's all leveled out as close as it can be. Okay, so now you're going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 20-25 minutes. Okay, when I told you about mixing the boiling water and the butter with, it has to be boiling, you put it in with your flour. You mix that around and then you add your eggs. 4 eggs, one at a time. You do one, you mix it in there until it gets mixed in, then you do the next one until you get all 4. When you're done, then it'll have that gooey consistency. When I just showed you a few minutes ago, it looked like there were no eggs, but there are 4 eggs, so don't forget the eggs. Okay, so your crust is all baked. It's nice, it's all fluffy. I had a couple mounds that I had to beat down with a spoon a couple times because they kept coming back up. So this is what it should look like. Okay, that's better than, this is what happens when you don't put the boiling water in the flour. So we don't want that. Okay, this has to cool. As soon as it's cooled down, then we'll start doing the filling. So, see you in a bit. Okay, now it's time for our filling. Our filling today, now you can use vanilla pudding, chocolate pudding, and banana pudding, and put some sliced bananas on there. But they didn't have vanilla pudding. I found York peppermint patty dark chocolate pudding. Oh, God, how fortunate I was for that. So what you want are 2 small boxes of pudding, 3 cups of milk. We're going to mix it until it gets a little thick. That'll take a few minutes. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, you've mixed your pudding, the instant pudding, and now you're going to put in a block of cream cheese. So you want to put that in there. We're going to mix that together until it's almost smooth. The cream cheese is going to still be just a tiny bit lumpy in there, and that's okay. But you want to get it mixed up as much as you can. A few more minutes. Okay, so your pudding is ready. What you're going to do is you're just going to spread it around on your crust. I don't know if you can see, there's just the little white speckles in there from the cream cheese. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Oh, this pudding smells so good. Okay, so you're just going to spread it around. Up those sides of the crust, down through the middle. Like I said, any concoction of pudding that you want to do, make up your own little things to put together. Like I said, banana cream and bananas, coconut cream, sprinkle the top with coconut when you're done. I like that one. I've even made lemon. Lemon's a good one too. Okay. I'll lick that later. Okay, now on top of this, you're going to put Cool Whip. So what you want to do is just go around and sort of spoon it on. Move it around a little bit. And just try to cover all the chocolate. If you don't, it's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Unless you're making it for the queen or somebody. You just go around. Try not to pick up the chocolate pudding with it. You just want to top it here with the Cool Whip. Okay, now normally I would put some Hershey's chocolate syrup over this. But I thought, with the York peppermint patty pudding, oops, I did go to the store and I got some Oreos. Mint Oreos. Put them in the bag, crushed them up, and you could probably stick your head in here and eat the crumbs. They're so good. But what we're going to do, we're just going to sprinkle. Because when you do them in the bag, it's a little difficult because you also have the icing. So you're sort of picking it off the inside of the bag, icing and all, and then sort of crumbling it together to make a topping. And of course, I ate a couple of them before I crushed them. Cook's prerogative. Okay, so, and I'm not sure how many cookies that I did crush, probably about 20. Like I said, if you don't want to do this, all you have to do is drizzle Hershey chocolate syrup over it. Okay, there we go. This is to die for. Makes a big pan. Share it with your neighbors, share it with your friends, or just enjoy it and eat it. But it is good. More crumbs, that wasn't dirt. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you think about it, if you can subscribe to me on YouTube, again, that would be wonderful. And don't forget, go out there, do some gardening, do some walking, but get some exercise. Don't just sit in the house, because that can be a little depressing. So you want to get out there and enjoy the weather, except for a day like today when it's windy and rainy. I would not advise it. So stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.